Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Sirata allazina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim wa lad-dallin. Ameen. Just like you know, or as you've seen in the flyer that is being shared around and to which you registered with, this training is brought to you by Payvantage in collaboration with Student Aid Foundation and MTTMA. This training is not something that you find in the on Facebook or on WhatsApp group or thereabout. It is strictly by invitation. So I want you to count yourself lucky for being part of this training. Let me just give you a brief introduction about Payvantage. Payvantage is a fintech enabler company that is a digital payment service, financial service company that uses advanced technology to help businesses and people with their payments or money related needs using digital tools. We make it easier for merchants and customers to handle their mobile payments, online payments, and transactions. But we have one key offering, which is vending airtime and data for customers in Nigeria. We have a couple of uh, special services which include corporate bulk airtime data purchase for business. You can read more about Payvantage on www.payvantage.com.ng, or you can send an email to product@payvantage.com.ng for further details about our services. The other collaborated body or society is Students Aid Foundation, which is a non-governmental organization dedicated to administration of trust fund to support indigent and less privileged students, as well as in order to for them to access the quality education in and also prevent them from dropping out or performing poor due to finance or some other things that are not accessible to. Just like you know, MTTMA is a coalition of Islamic bodies. So these are the bodies that come up together to give you this training. So inshallah, I'm not going to make justice to this introduction except I call upon our CEO, the CEO of Payvantage, to give a brief mission and vision of the training so that you can hear from him directly. So permit me to welcome Mr. Femi Balogun. Assalamu alaikum to that.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, Taufik, for that detailed presentation. It's a great privilege to have everyone here in this session. And we believe in Payvantage in partnership with Student Aid Foundation and MTTME that this is a much needed tool, much needed technology, much needed value to you that you are privileged today to attend this session. It is important to note that this session, as advised or as stated by Taufik, is for selected people. So you should count yourself as being lucky to be here today. Count yourself as being privileged to go into this training. And I would advise you that you should ensure as much as possible to be dedicated. This is just an initial stage of the training. This is going to be a 2-week session. After 2 weeks, you are going to go through other training, introduction to other technologies. You are going to go through introduction to Java programming. You are going to go through cloud computing. And then after that introduction, you can now pick an area of focus. Some of you, after this training, you'll be happy to go into product management. And thereafter, effective from January, there's not going to be another 6-month comprehensive training session for you. Some other people here may go into Java training and then you believe that you are more keen into Java than product management. Same in January, there's going to be a comprehensive 6-month Java training program for you. What I would advise you is that this product management training, which is introduction, is just a first set of the trainings that we're going to have for you. So join the product management training, participate in the case study, engage yourself in it. After this, we are going to have other trainings, which are all introduction. The goal of introduction is that so that you can able to identify what you have passion for. You can able to identify what you want to pick your career in. Most importantly, what you have passion for. And after those introductions, then we are going to have another 6 months comprehensive hands-on training. Our goal is that after this training, you should be able to get job conveniently from any multinational. Either it is Payvantage, either it is Microsoft, either it is Oracle, either it is Facebook, any other companies, you should be able to get a job seamlessly. And that is our goal. We want you to be impactful. We are trying to be impactful, but we also want you to be impactful. And you can only be impactful in this world that we are finding ourselves if you have basic knowledge of technology. So try as much as possible to go through all the introductory session, product management, Java, cloud computing, data analysis. After those introductory section, you can now pick a session that you will be interested in. And from there, you can pick the journey. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for us. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide the facilitators and also guide you participants. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you and bless all of these things from us and accept it as an act of ibadah. Congratulations again for joining this session. May Allah make it fruitful for you. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you, Femi, for such a wonderful presentation, and I appreciate you for giving us a well-detailed and comprehensive part of what the participants are expected to meet in the period which we'll be having the training. Thank you very much for that. So the next line of action now is for us to move to the proper training session. Just like I said, we don't want to take any hold anything without doing. So we have no time. The next thing now is for us to move into the training of product management, which will be taken by Abdullah. So, but before I introduce Abdullah to you, I apologies, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Taufik Yanda. It's like you've seen um, in the screen, and I'm a software engineer at Payvantage. I'll be a moderator in one or two of the session, and also be a facilitator for one of the session too. So you are likely going to see me once again after this time out. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome on board, Abdullah.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alaikum salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
It's nice to be here with you all, and I believe this session will be a memorable one for all of us. All right, so not to waste any more time, let's run. Now, imagine you have an idea for something that you want to create or offer to people. It could be a physical item like a smartphone, a piece of software like a game, a service like ride sharing, or even a combination of all of this. Now, this thing you want to create, offer, or provide is what we call a product. So a product is essentially a result of a process where you take raw materials, resources, knowledge, and efforts, and then transform them into something that people can use or benefit from. It's like when you are cooking a meal, the ingredients, the recipes, and cooking techniques come together to create the final dish you serve on the table, right? Now, in the same way, a product is the outcome of various elements coming together to fulfill a particular need or desire people have. Now, creating a product involves several stages, including designing, developing, manufacturing, if it is a physical item, testing, and finally making it available for people to buy or use. All right, so let me apologize. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Abdullah Maruf. I'm a product developer from Payvantage Limited. All right. So let's continue. Creating a product involves several stages, including designing, developing, manufacturing, like I said earlier. Now, during these stages, different people will, with different skills come together, they collaborate to make sure the product is of high quality. They make sure the product is functional and appealing to the target audience. Now, for example, let's say you want to create a new type of backpack with built-in solar panels to charge probably electrical devices like your phone, your AirPods, your all of that. Now, you start by designing how it should look, right? How the solar panels will be integrated into that backpack, and what kind of features it will have, such that it won't be too heavy to carry and it won't look so odd to move around. So the next thing is that the engineers will work on developing the technical aspects, like how the solar panels will connect and function. After that, manufacturers will produce the physical backpack based on the design that the engineers have given to them, right? Then finally, the product will be tested to ensure it works as intended and it is safe to use. So once everything checks out, the backpack will be ready to be sold to people who find it useful, you know? So what we are seeing in essence is that a product is the end result of a creative and say technical process that takes an idea and turns it into something tangible or usable, aiming to satisfy a particular need or want of customers. All right. So a product can be of majorly two types. A product can be of two types. It could be a physical product or a digital product. So let us try to, I'll try to differentiate what a physical product is from what a digital product is. So what is a physical product? Like you can imagine, it is something that you can touch, something tangible that you can hold and interact with. So they have a physical presence in the world, like your handphone, your laptop, the cars you use, and all of that. So these items are typically manufactured, they are packaged and distributed to customers, right? So the process involves raw materials and all of that. But in digital products, on the other hand, they are intangible assets. They exist in the digital space. What does that mean? It means that they are not physical. You can't touch them. These products are often software-based and are accessed or used through electronic devices like your computers, your smartphones, smartwatch, your tablet, and all of that. Examples, like you can imagine, the mobile apps on your phone, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever app you can think of. The video streaming apps, the music streaming apps, they are all digital products because they are not something that you can feel with your hands, but you can use them on physical products. All right. So the major difference here is the tangibility, because you know physical products you can hold them, you can feel them, but the digital products are what you have on your smartphones, your smart devices. So like we have here, these are products that are created, delivered, and used in digital formats, often through platforms, software applications, or digital services. So I would quickly like us to take a poll and see whether we are following. So to be sure I'm not speaking to myself. So let's quickly take this poll. What type of product is WhatsApp? Is it a physical product? Is it a digital product, or is it an hybrid? All right, yes. So if WhatsApp is a digital product because it is a software, it is an app that we use on our devices. All right, I can be sure you're following. Thank you. Now, let's go into product management proper. Imagine you have a fantastic idea for creating a new product, whether it's a physical item like a smartwatch or a digital service like a messaging app. You have the vision, but now you need someone to take charge and make sure everything comes together smooth, right? That is where product management comes in. So product management is like being the captain of a ship that is setting sail to bring a new product into the world. It's a critical role that involves planning, organizing, and overseeing the entire journey of the product, from the initial idea to its launch and beyond. And why is this product management important? So it is important because it is like a glue that holds everything together. It ensures that the product is developed efficiently. It matches the customer's needs and achieves the company's objectives, right? So in a nutshell, what we are saying is that it is the art of and science of taking an idea and turning it into a well-executed, customer-oriented product that people want to use and find valuable. It's about wearing many hats and all of that. All right, so let's talk about how WhatsApp came to be. There are two former employees of Yahoo, Brian Acton and Jan Koum. They launched WhatsApp in 2009, and it was later acquired by Facebook in 2014 for around $19 billion. All right. So how did it come about? The first thing they thought about is they had an idea. They wanted to create a special app that lets people talk to each other using their phones, no matter how far apart they are. You thought about how amazing it would be if anyone with a phone could send messages, make calls, and share pictures easily. Now, the next thing is, how will they turn this idea into reality? So they got together with a bunch of friends and, colleagues who know a lot about making apps and phones. They helped create this solution, making sure it is simple to text or to type messages, make calls, send cool pictures, and all the cool things you imagine. So after they come together, make this solution, this WhatsApp solution that can help people to text, to type messages, no matter where they are. The next thing is to test and fix. Now, before sharing it with everyone, those two guys, Brian and Jan, they tested this solution. They tested the buttons. They typed messages to one another. They made calls and made sure everything was working right. Before it got into the market, they need to test it to ensure that it is working fine, so that people can use it. It is because it is working fine we are using it till now, right? Now, if they had found any problems while testing it, they wouldn't have launched it when they did. So after testing and fixing everything, the next thing for them was to tell everyone about the solution. The solution was ready to go. So they were excited to tell everyone about it, their friends, their family, and people on the internet. So the next thing for them to do, or the next thing they did, was to listen to feedbacks. People started using the solution. They started using WhatsApp. Some of them said, oh, it is great, but can it also do this? It would be also maybe it could send voice messages too. They listened carefully to all of these feedbacks, and then they reintegrated WhatsApp to make it to what we are using today. At the earlier stage, WhatsApp mainly was to type messages to people far away or close to you. But nowadays, you can do video calls, you can do video conferencing, you can even present on WhatsApp. You can upload statuses and all of that. So basically what product management is talking about is providing solutions that cater for people's needs. So WhatsApp, in its own case, has helped people to communicate no matter how far they are. So to broader emphasize what product management is all about, let's imagine we have a digital app, like a donation platform, where people can donate to various charitable causes. It's like a digital hub where users can choose the cause they care about, schedule their donations, and track the impact of their contributions. Now, creating and managing this app involves three key elements: the tech aspects of it, the business, and the user experience. Now, let's take them one after the other. What does tech mean in this regard of product management? Tech is like the superpower that makes your donation app work. It is the brain behind the app. It's all the programming, the computer codes, and behind the scenes stuff that bring your app to life, right? Just like when you are cooking, you need the right recipe and ingredients. In this case, lines of code and programming, programming languages, to ensure the app runs smoothly. They make sure that the users can easily navigate through the app. That is what tech does. It helps you to select charitable causes of your choice, set donation schedules, and make secure payments. So product managers, they work closely with these tech experts and professionals to build the app, ensuring that it is reliable and does what it's supposed to do: help users donate easily. All right. Again, let's take a poll to ensure that we are all following. Now, product management is the fusion of business, tech, and user experience. Please answer. Is this yes? Is this no? Or you're not sure? All right, thank you very much for your responses. All right. Now, the business aspect of this product management. Now, you should think about the business side as the strategy that guides your donation app. Just as the chef is planning the recipe of a delicious meal, you need to plan how your app, will attract users, benefit charities, and then get more revenues. You need to figure out how the app will sustain itself. This includes deciding how much the app will cost to develop, whether the app will take a small percentage of each donation to cover costs, or it will operate on a subscription model, or it will even be free. So the business side is to strategize how to attract users, partner with charities, and create a platform that benefits both donors and organizations. So product managers collaborate with business experts to ensure the app's, viability and growth and sustainability. Now, the user experience. You can picture it this way. You've cooked an amazing meal, but if it is served in a messy way, or it is not easy to enjoy, people won't enjoy it. That is the user experience, right? Now, the same goes for your app, your donation app. It is about making sure the app is easy and enjoyable to use. So UX designers, the user experience designers, they focus on crafting an appealing interface such that users can navigate the app, select charities close to their heart, set up recurring donations, and receive updates on the impact of their contributions. So product managers work alongside UX designers on the app's design, making sure it is simple and very easy to use. So in a nutshell, what we are saying in essence is that product management is like being a chief who combines the right ingredients, sets the right prices, and ensures that every dish, is served beautifully and deliciously. So similarly, product managers, for example, a donation app, use their knowledge of tech, business, and user experience to create an app that is only functional and profitable. They also ensure that users find pleasure in using it. Now, who is a product manager? While I'm explaining the product management, you must have an idea of who a product manager is. So product managers is someone who oversees the creation, development, management of the product from its idea to its final release. All right. So they are like masterminds behind the scenes, making sure everything comes together smoothly. They spend time researching the market, talking to potential customers, and finding out what features and functions the product should have. You can put it simply like a product manager represents the customer. He's a defender of the customer. Once a customer tells the product manager what he wants, okay, I want this solution that will help me to make donations. So what the next thing for the product manager to do is to meet his team of developers, his team of marketers, his team of UX designers, to collaborate together and try to develop that solution to delight the customer. All right. So once the customer tells the product manager what he wants, a large part of the product manager's job is to figure out the small number of key features to prioritize for the customer. By gracefully saying no to his developers. Developers sometimes they can develop things that the customers do not want. A product manager's job in that instance is to say no capitally to that and ensure that whatever solution the developers are coming up with delights the customers. Like I said, product managers are like the representative of customers. All right. So a product manager might have to explain to the customer, maybe by working with the marketing team, why the customer should use this product instead of a competitor's product, and must do whatever is needed to ship the product. Sometimes, by doing whatever to ensure that the customer is delighted, product managers can sometimes, get coffee or snacks for a team that is working long hours to show appreciation to them. And what is the essence of that? Just for the product to come out at the agreed time, such that the customer will be happy. Now, even though it is not always obvious what product managers do from the outside world, because once the digital product gets to the customer hands, what happens? They'll say, oh, the developers developed this product very well. Now it is so nice to use. The UX designers have designed the interface such that customers can navigate easily. But no one remembers the product managers, right? Doesn't matter. Even though it is not always obvious what they do from the outside, they generally do a lot, so much that they are sometimes even called mini CEOs. That is why you will find out that most chief executive officers that we have now, at a time in their career, they must have been a product manager, most of them, because you are managing a lot of things, a lot of teams, and all of that. Now, the next thing for us to look at now is the product life cycle. When I started, I said products are developed from the ideation stage. You think about it, and then the final stage is that you launch it, and after sometimes the product will go into decline. People won't use it anymore, like that. So all products and services go through these stages or steps: the product development, the introduction, the growth, maturity, and decline. So what do we mean by product development? So it refers to the ideation stage of the product, like I said earlier. So products are conceived, they are thought about, they are prototyped. We'll still talk about what prototypes are, as we go on with the course, with the session. So products are prototyped and tested at this particular stage, product development stage, to fulfill the needs of various users. In this phase, there are no sales for the product because it is still in the development stage. You have not given it out to people outside to use. So that means what we're saying in essence here is that all the digital product that you have on your phone, the Facebook, the WhatsApp, the Netflix, all those products, they have passed through this product development stage. Someone thought about them, someone did their prototype, someone tested them among the team before, throwing it out for people to use. Now, after a product has been developed and made available for release in the market, the introduction stage begins. Here, new and previously unknown products are known to buyers. So once we have tested it and we have seen that this product is good to go, the next thing is to what? Introduce it to people. And this is probably the job of product marketers. Product marketers can sometimes be product managers. All right. At this time, not many things are being sold. And, the manufacturing process is new. So they haven't started saving money by making a lot from that particular product because, they've just introduced it to the market. So they are still trying to get feedbacks from user experience. Now, the goal of this introduction part is to get feedbacks from those that have used it. Now, after this introduction part is the growth part. Once the product managers or the owners of the product have gotten feedback from a particular product, the next thing is to integrate those feedbacks and make sure that that product is improved. They integrate those things into let's take WhatsApp, for example. Probably at the beginning, at the introduction stage of WhatsApp, is just to send messages to someone close to you or someone far away. But then some people might want to, say a lot of things, and typing it will be very hard. That could be a feedback from someone to the developers of or the product managers of WhatsApp. So they got that feedback, and they integrated some further features into WhatsApp, like voice messaging. So instead of typing long words and all of that, long sentences and all of that, I can just easily say whatever I want to say. That will take shorter time and it will even be easier, right? So that is growth. And WhatsApp, for example, again, has gone through all of these stages, growth stage. And in fact, it is still growing. Now you can do video conferencing on WhatsApp. Yeah. So the next stage, once a product is exceeding its growth stage, is the maturity stage. Now, when the market is saturated, what I mean by saturated is that you have like for like products, like say WhatsApp now, we now have Telegram, we have Facebook, we have all those kind of products that look alike. What happens is that competitors and competitions come up. A lot of companies are trying really hard to win customers. They are doing things like advertising a lot and making their prices lower to get more people to choose their products instead of what other companies are offering. Now, this stage lasts very long than other stages, Now, after this stage, the last stage is decline. When a product starts to decline, it means there are big changes happening in the markets. These changes are like sudden and quick shifts in how things work, who is in charge, and what customers like in what industry. So an example of a product that has gone into decline is To Go. I think it's around 2011 or 12 or 13. The people stopped using 2Go. If you remember, around 2009, 10, then 2Go was the major messaging tool that people use, although maybe kids. It's a major tool that people use, but it has gone into decline because what? It has gone past its maturity stage. Other softwares have come up to displace it, like WhatsApp, like Telegram, like all of that. All right. So I would like us to take a poll again to see if you understand this stage. All right. So click and match each key area in the product lifecycle to its appropriate description. Let's see. So the decline, the growth, maturity, and development. Just match it to the description and see, just to be sure if you're following. You can take your time to do that. You have just 2 minutes to quickly match each of them. All right, time up. All right, so let me just take those stages again. Now, the product development stage is the ideation stage of the product, where customers, give state their needs to product managers to develop for them. So after the development stage is the growth stage, where products are in the market. So what happens then? Product managers have gotten feedbacks, and those feedbacks are integrated into the products. Do you understand that? I believe so. So after the growth is the maturity stage, where you have several competitors, producing the same product. And then the final stage is what is the maturity stage, where a particular product goes into decline. All right, thank you very much for your responses. Now, next stage, let us talk about the product developer stage. Very well. So we have the idea generation, the market research and analysis, the product vision and strategy, product roadmaps, designing prototypes, and testing. So we'll take each of these items and then see and understand what we really mean by product development. Now, we all know this app, Muslim Pro. It is like a personal assistant for Muslims, helping with prayer times, Quran recitation, and other religious activities like du'as and all these injunctions that we see probably when we want to do several things. Now, it's like having a guide to make our spiritual journey smoother and more connected. But before this app came to life, someone had to come up with the idea, right? Just like a storyteller crafting a new tale. That is what idea generation is all about. So igniting the spark of thoughts to build something amazing. So part of that is that you observe how Muslims struggle to keep track of prayer times and stay connected to their faith in a busy world. Now you identify the need for a tool that makes the need for a solution that makes their spiritual journey smoother and more enriching. So what you now do next is what? Have a brainstorming session with your friends or your colleagues at work. So you sit down and share ideas, big or small, for how the Muslim Pro app could help Muslims. So maybe it starts with a simple thought. What if there's an app that gave accurate prayer times? Right? Now, the next thing that happens is that you need to know what features and experiences will make it truly helpful for users. You think of it as you are planning a big party, right? You want it to be a blast. Now, to do that, you need to know what your friends like, what music they enjoy, and all of that. Same way with this Muslim Pro app. You need to know what features need to be there. Okay, I need call to prayer. I need this, I need that. In fact, there's this feature on Muslim Pro now, call box, where you can stream videos like Islamic videos live. So what you do majorly in market research is that you gather insights, probably by asking people around, when do they pray and how often do they pray? What challenges do they face in keeping track of their prayer times? Do they recite the Quran regularly? And questions like that could help you, build the Muslim Pro app easily and have a target. Now, the analysis part is that you now think, okay, what other Islamic apps are available that serve this purpose? Okay, you think, okay, there's Islam Muslim, there's that app that does almost the same thing. There's iQuran, there's Islam Connect, there's Adhan Pro, and all of that. Now, by analyzing all this information, you can tailor your Muslim Pro app to perfectly meet the needs of users seeking spiritual guidance. So what is the next thing after this? You now have a vision and strategy. So think of a product vision as your ultimate goal, your big dream. You close your eyes and imagine the Muslim Pro app as a shining light for Muslims around the world. It helps them with prayer time. That is the major aspect of our being, Salat. Now, it's like a digital companion that makes their spiritual journey smoother, their prayers more meaningful. It keeps you on your toes when you have your phone giving you an alarm that you have not prayed. Your connection to Allah, comes stronger doing that. So this vision is like the North Star that guides you and your team. Is what you're working tirelessly to achieve. So now you want to craft the strategy. What strategy will I use? You need to choose the most important features. Okay, what feature should come first before the other? And you need to decide how to make the app user-friendly so that Muslims of all ages can use them. Kids and adults, educated or not, can use the app. Now, those are part of the strategy you need to figure out. So the next thing to do now is what? Is to give the product roadmap. What we mean by roadmap is the mapping your journey of producing this app. So imagine you are planning a cross-country trip with your friends. You need to decide where to go, what stops to make along the way, and what routes to take and all of that. That's like what product roadmap is. Okay, what features should I build first? Okay, this one is important, this one is not. So it is your plan, your guide, and your timeline for turning your product vision into reality. Now, so in simple terms, what we are saying here is that a product roadmap for the Muslim Pro app is like planning an exciting road trip. You decide where to go, what to build, and when to launch that's your product. So just as a roadmap guides you through new places and experiences, a product roadmap guides you through creating an app that serves users' needs, meets your vision, and evolves over time. The next thing now is to design prototypes. Now, what prototype means is that you are bringing your idea to life. You are bringing your idea to life. So it's like an artist about to create a masterpiece. But before you paint, what you do is you sketch first, right? You sketch the idea in your head. So same way, I want to produce Muslim Pro. Okay, I can just sketch in a piece of paper or a drawing book. Okay, this is what I want. This is the way I want it to look. So that is prototype. Although we have the low-level prototype and we have the high-level prototype. So you sketch your idea, you have paper prototypes, and then you have digital prototypes. Now, digital prototype is where your UX designers come in, your product designers, that is where they come in. After you have crafted your idea into paper, you then give it to your product designer. to craft it digitally. Okay, this is the way it should look. Although it is not functional yet. It is just an interface where you have an idea of what you're trying to build. Then the next thing is to test and refine after you have done the prototype. Then you make iterations. You make it center around the customer's needs. So in a nutshell, designing prototypes is like let's say for your Muslim Pro app, is like an idea that gives a tangible form of your product. It's your way of creating a draft, getting feedback, and making sure your app will be user-friendly and valuable. All right. Then the last stage is what's the testing stage. After you have built up your prototype, you test it, right? You test whether it is functional and working. Okay. Now, can we just proceed? The concept of MVP. Now, what this means is minimum viable products. Again, I'll use the Muslim Pro app as a case study for us to really understand what we mean by MVP. So minimum viable product is the least possible thing that you can produce that is functional and that caters for the particular need of the customer. So imagine you are creating a Muslim Pro app, right? So where Muslims can find spiritual support. Now, what makes it amazing is that you can build something that is functional, that is useful. So you start small, right? You can't just build all the features or functions of that app at a go. You start small. Now, starting small is a foundation on which you will now build more exciting things. When Muslim Pro started, there was no call box. There was no Qibla finder. It was just about prayer time and some du'as. But after some times, probably after they've gotten feedbacks from customers, they integrated Qibla finder into it. They integrated Callbox. Callbox is the video streaming app, video streaming feature of Muslim Pro. So what we are saying in essence is that the minimum viable product of Muslim Pro is to tell prayer time and then to list some of the du'as. Those are the only features you find on Muslim Pro when it started. All right. So after they now iterate other things into it. So in a nutshell, MVP is like creating a magical ride in your amusement park. Is the exciting starting point that gives users a taste of the awesomeness to come. Now it's about building something valuable, getting user feedback, and using that knowledge to refine and expand your app adventure. Now with the minimum viable product, with the MVP, you are not just building an app, you are crafting a journey of excellence, one step at a time. You are not just building it at once and end everything there. No. So you can see from this illustration, the idea is in your head. So you put it on paper. That is the prototype, the low-level prototype. Then you have a digital prototype where you have it on system. Okay, this is the way it should work. Then the minimum viable product is the first form of that product that you release into the market. Let's take WhatsApp, for example. The minimum viable product of WhatsApp was just to send messages from one person to another. But that was not the end goal. The end goal has more features. In fact, WhatsApp still has some features that are still coming up. So the minimum viable product of WhatsApp is to send messages. Now we have video calls, we have you can even send messages to yourself. We just released that feature some years back. You can do video conferencing on WhatsApp when you do video calls with your colleagues. So that is the end goal. And then the next thing is launch and go-to-market strategy. So after a product has been developed and made available for release in the market, so all those stages that we have discussed, you release your market, your products to the market, and people can use it. People can use the product. All right. So I believe I've been able to help you understand what product management is, how products come to life, and the different stages that products pass through the product life cycle, and then the product development stage. So the next thing for us to do now is to have a case study among ourselves. So let's say we have a donation platform, a donation scheduling app. So you are part of the product management team for DonateNG, a donation app that allows users to set up recurring donations to various charitable causes. Now, your task is to, one, state the product vision and strategy, identify features for MVP. MVP is the minimum viable product, the minimum thing that can happen on that donation app, that people can use. Now, you prioritize each of these features and then identify other features that you think can be added in future iterations, and you can just state the marketing and launch strategy. So the format we will use for this is that we are about 27 in this group, let's say 25. So I will share all of us into breakout rooms where we can discuss among ourselves. What breakout rooms means is that let's say we are 24. I can have 4 breakout rooms. So 24 divided by 4, that is 6. So it can be 6 in each group. So we will discuss among ourselves this case study, the donation app, and we can, have thoughts about around all these items, have a conclusion about them, and then we'll return in some minutes. We'll have a group representative that will just quickly give us brief presentation about all of these things. Please, you can kindly jot this thing down, this case study down, so that we will have it. So I will take the question again. You are part of the product management team for DonateNG, a donation scheduling app that allows users to set up recurring donations to various charitable causes. Now, your task as a product manager is to state the product vision and strategy, identify features for MVP, prioritize each of these features, identify other features that you think can be added in future iterations, and then state the marketing and launch strategy. All right, so we can proceed with the exercise now. So whatever room you find yourself. So the breakout session, again, I'll explain. I will launch the breakout room now. So you will find yourself in a particular room with others. So wherever you find yourself, you have discussions among yourselves, and then come out with conclusions about all of these items that are been identified. All right, so let's proceed. Please join the rooms that you have been assigned to, so that you can quickly have the case study, discuss among yourselves, and then come back to just present within a few minutes. Thank you. Please join the breakout room you've been assigned to, so that you can have the discussions among yourselves, and we can then proceed.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Walaikum assalam.
Is our
Walaikum
beta
salam.
session?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear any discussions yet.
Okay.
You all
Okay.
can kindly unmute yourselves and have the discussion so that we can proceed.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
As our guest lecturer has honorably listed the process, the steps to follow. The first, we are to have a product development for a charity organization, like a platform where donations can be made to charity organizations online, a platform. So the steps highlighted are that we are to have a product vision and strategy. Number two, we should have MVP, minimum viable products. That is okay. The third one, we have which feature are we prioritizing? Which one are we starting with the MVP? The fifth one, we have the features we are going to introduce in the future. Also, we have marketing and launching strategy. How do we launch and strategize to get the product into the market after we have concluded with everything? So now for such product vision and strategy, I don't know, maybe we can have that strategy in a bit. Let's start product vision first. What's the vision of our product? Having in mind, we have to have a donation platform where members or public can make donation to charity organizations. It can be Muslim organizations. Now, so can we see something on that? Our vision, what's our product vision? Okay, you can chat on, you can send to the chat, but we prefer that you actually speak to the, you speak, you hear a voice. We have 10 minutes for this session. Okay, let's go ahead. Abu Mohsin now, product vision and strategy.
Okay. Now, assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
So I'll actually say our vision could be to help the vulnerable Muslims in the community, such as the widows, orphans, and the likes. So through
Now, everyone, like naturally, human psychology, most times when people, they literally know if that particular money is getting to where it's supposed to get to. So there have to be some specific like some specific principles or guidelines in place whereby the people that are trying to donate believes that there is credibility.
Okay.
that can actually be our vision.
Okay. Vision is to help the less privileged. Maybe if you can say it in 2 sentences, I will appreciate that.
Like yes, okay, to help the less privileged Muslims in the community, such as the widows, the orphans, and the poor or the needy, anyhow.
Okay. Okay. You know that we are developing for charity organizations. No, we are not the charity. We are just we are going to prepare a product that's going to help charity. We are not the charity.
Okay.
Because that exactly. So we are not speaking like the charity. We just want to prepare a platform for charity organization to use to source funds, either for their members or from outsiders.
Oh. the perhaps I didn't get that very well in the class. Maybe I joined late.
Okay. Okay. If you have something like to create an Airlight app that changes the way people donate to causes they care about. I don't know. To causes they care about.
Okay. I think it's fine. We can actually on down. Then perhaps if other suggestions later came up, so we can just so because
So
of the
that
timing,
platform
you have to accept.
should be able to connect uh individuals, needies, maybe non-profit organizations, non-profit
Okay.
organizations.
Yes.
So that those individuals can
Can
get
actually submit their request, isn't it?
like the charitable organizations can submit the cost. Like for example, if we have Ansarudin, we want to build a mosque. So how do we connect people to them such that they can donate to the cause easily? Like you want to feed the poor, want to feed the widow. So those people in charge of that cause, how can they get it out easily to people that are going to what's it called? Donate towards that cause? I don't know. Okay. Okay. I think we are done on that. Let's move on. And we should just say one or two because we only have 10 minutes. It will soon be off now. I don't know. The time is quite short, I believe. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so it's something on the chat. Recurring donations, okay, to various charitable causes. Your task is to state the okay. I get it now. Good. Product vision and strategy. Okay. I get it now. If you check the chat box,
the case study. So I think I will need to read the case study to our hearing so we can actually get through from that. So please, the rest of the group members should please be active in this, please. So I think the case study is about the donation scheduling app, which goes as you are part of the product management team for Donate NG, a donation scheduling app that allows users to set up a recurring donation to various charitable causes. Your task is to, number one, state the product vision and strategy. So I think we should deal with that as number one. So stating the product vision, strategy. So please, your idea, please. We are meant to share idea as a group member. Please, can you all hear me?
Yes.
So what do you understand by the product vision and the strategy of that donation app? Donation app is all about I think we all understand yoga. Maybe if I can break it to maybe we understand better. So it's about having noise coming from I don't know, it's entering my head.
Please, Miriam, can you please mute yourself, please?
Thank you. So we don't have much time, please. Let's discuss this thing. So I think we have a donation app, like a donation app where say on your see. So just for a purpose, that is for a purpose. So for us to have that, we must have a vision. What do you want to do it? Why are we doing? Why do you want to create? What is the essence of that app itself? So that comes from our idea. So do we understand what I mean by the vision? So what are we looking up to? Bringing up that idea. So that is the vision. So I think we can all share something from there. So please let's talk. Let's share idea. Let's talk. Let's do something. Okay. Bro Abdullah has given us something. So he said vision can be to reach out to as many as possible in order to yes. I think
Kubei, please. Maybe once you should unmute yourself when you want to talk. I guess the mic is coming
so,
from you.
so vision can be to reach out to as many as possible in need in order to eradicate poverty. Yes, exactly. And also
Just 30 seconds, brief video, and after the video, you can just move process or the next step on the MVP, which has to do donations, and they should look into some specific set of projects that has been in the past. Let's say, for example, it's a donation app, probably donating to the current war in Palestine and other kind of. What I'm trying to say, all these particular stuffs like give the users or the organizations that want to use this donation app like a sense of responsibility that these people know what they're doing. So
Organizations can just create, if the organization can create like something a form that user can fill to collect their details, the amount they're going to donate, and set a recurring what's it called, period. Set a recurring period. I think that's very important. Number two is that the potential donors too should be able to choose. Potential donors should be able to choose how much they are going to donate, how much they're going to donate, and at what period, and at what period. Is it monthly, every 2 weeks, once in a year? I don't know whether we get that, because if we check what Mr. Jafar, somebody sent something to the group. If you check our charts, we are going to see something sent. Features of MVP. Okay. Abu Musa is writing something. Okay, thank you, Abu Musa. Okay, that's good. User registration and profiles. Okay, I think these are good, right? These are very good. Strategy of focus, vision. To create a platform that empowers individuals to make a lasting impact on charitable causes by simplifying and automating the donation process. To create a platform that empowers individuals to make a lasting. Okay, that's good. That's nice. We can just modify it by adding to empower individuals slash or charity organizations slash individuals or business. Just say charity organizations. I don't know. Yes. Individuals, charity organizations to make it like that's nice. We can add it.
I want to believe we've had enough discussions among ourselves and that we have come up with some conclusions, and then we would like to present now. So I would like a representative from each of the groups just to give a brief presentation on the items in the case study. So you have just five minutes each. All right, so a representative from group 1, please identify yourself in the group chat so I can unmute you. A representative from group 1, please identify yourself in the group chat so I can unmute you. All right, okay. A minute, please. Abu Muhsin. Abu Muhsin. Wa alaikum salam. Wa alaikum salam.
So Bismillah Rahman Rahim. So like the challenge or the exercise given to us. So our vision for as the product management team. So our vision is to create a platform that will empower individual for a lasting impact on charitable causes. So by simplifying and automating the donation process. So that's our vision. So we want to create a platform that will empower individuals to make a impactful charity in the society. So by simplifying it for them, making it easier for them to do or to make that donation, and making it in a automatic way too as well. That even though sometimes they don't even need to, once we've programmed it for them, so they will just know that this thing is going to be automating itself while they want to do what, while they want to make their donation. So what are the strategies that I want to take to achieve this? We said number one is that we want to focus on our strategies to focus on a friendly a friendly design, like a usable design that will have integration with charitable organizations and as well philanthropists that can make them donate without any without any stress experience, and as well we strive for transparency. So they must be must be transparent in in our design in such a way that they'll be able to see, okay, this is what must be accountable. Let me just put it in that, and they must be able to trust the system. So that's the strategy we want to put in that design to make sure that what we achieve our vision. So what are our minimum viable products? Like our minimum viable products, number one is that for us to get all this done, we want to have something like a user registration and profile, whereby they'll be able to create accounts, set up their profile to manage their donations and preference. And secondly is that what donation scheduling. They must be able to hello, assalamu alaikum. Hope I'm communicating.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So the users must be able to set up their recurring donations and the flexible frequency. Maybe they want to be donating weekly, monthly, daily, or annually, like just maybe annually, just a one-time donation. So wants to make donation scheduling and charity integration too as well. We want to partner with some reputable groups, some organizations that will be able to choose for users during the minimum viable product stage. So that's part of what we looked at as well, integrating some other charitable organizations too into the system. And the fourth one is the pathway gateway. So the pathway gateway is to integrate a secure payment system to process the donation. And the final one is that what want to provide for the users with a history of their donations for the purpose of transparency and tax purpose. Since we've said in our strategies that for transparency must be there, so that means part of what our MMP them to have was a donation history that must be able to track the history of all what they've donated for transparency and for perhaps for tax purpose. So how do we now prioritize our MVP? We prioritize it the way we listed it, the way I've mentioned it earlier, like the user registration and profile. So the donation scheduling, the pathway, the payment gateway, the charity integration, and the donation history. So that's the way we've prioritize our MVP features rather. So what are future illustration our the class. So number one is that what I want an expanded charity network. So in the future we are looking at the charity network should be something that is going to expand it, that it will increase the numbers of charitable in the future, and as well impact tracking. So impact tracking is part of what we later include in the future, that will be able to track the reports of how their donations are making a difference. So let them, okay, based on what the donations we've received for this year, for this month, this is what it has been able to do by giving them reports of what their donation, how their donation is making impact in the society. Because this is part of this is part of our vision. So we'll include a system that will be giving them the report, like maybe pictures of where the money has been spent into, and as well okay, that's that. What are now our marketing and launch strategy? So how do you want to start? How do you want to launch? How do you want people to do what? To really accept these products you want to sell to them. Number one is a pre-launch, what we call a pre-launch boost. We said a pre-launch boost. A pre-launch boost is we want to create an anticipation campaign on social media, blogs, email newsletter, so to prepare people's mind and drive their attention to the product we want to sell to them. The second one is beta testing. This beta testing is to invite selected group of users to participate in testing, and so that we can get their feedback. So we will invite some individuals, some organizations to test the system we've built. So from them testing it, so we'll accept their feedback. So accepting their feedback is going to help us before we now finally launch the system. Hello, assalamu alaikum, I'm communicating. Hello. Hello,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, now so that's the beta testing, and if the third one is influencer partnerships. So after that, we'll take our proposal, everything that we've done, we'll collaborate with some influencers, some philanthropies that we know that they can actually promote the product for us, the app. Then the next one is, how do you want to sell this market? Is like, we know we are in digital age, so that means we have to adopt going to Google Play, and as well maybe perhaps Apple Store. So we ensure that we have Apple Store optimization to make sure that people can as well see it on the Play Store to download and have access to the product via their mobile app too as well. Then public relations by releasing media coverage and the likes. So, and as well, we will launch the event. Maybe we can just select a day to launch the event. It could be virtual rather, and as well it could be physical. So then community building is part of our what our launching strategy. So community building is in a way that we'll go to established forums, maybe some organizations. For example, if you are building for a Muslim, maybe the product you are selling, maybe it's for a Muslim something. like the Muslim NGO. So we can go to Asalatus, we can go to some Islamic organizations and the likes to sell the product to them, to let them see what we want to really do. And as well, part of the way we want to use to launch this program is referral program. So by this referral program, okay, refer people to this, maybe but through referral as well, and continual improvement by updating our apps and the likes, and based on feedbacks and we got from people, and maintain also as well. So now I'm talking. So these are just all what we've discussed on the group concerning how to go about.
Thank you, Abu Mohsin, for that wonderful presentation. Thank you very much for that. So let's quickly go to group 2. So I believe Jubril is the one presenting for group 2. Jubril. All right, so you have the floor now, Jubril.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh. Please, you have just 5 minutes. You have just 5 minutes to present.
Yeah, I'll try to manage the time, and I'll not even use up to that. So I'll compile everything in very minimal way. So firstly, we have a task given for us to design a donation scheduling app. So firstly, our vision for this task is for us to design a donation scheduling app that will reach out to as
Jubril, we can't hear you anymore.
many as possible in order to in the country. It's most vision, and I'll move straight down to the strategy in short. So first and foremost, looking into that, we'll first look out and research on our competitors in these aspects. So we'll research on our competitors, how it's been done, and also another type of strategy we can also use is for us to determine the users and also to know the target of our customers also. So in what sense? Like, okay, this app, which those people we are targeting, who are they? Which people are we targeting? Like in this a donation scheduling app, and to reach out to as many as possible in order to eradicate poverty in the community or in the country. So we have strategies used in this aspect, whereby for us to be able to research, first and foremost, to research on our competitors in this field. So we look out how it's being done, and also to determine the users and the customers also, and the target of the customers. So whereby we can have those we are actually empowering with this contribution. So because getting all these things, we need to have a target. So we don't just do things, maybe want to create app generally. No, we are looking out for a target, and those targets are what we'll focus on. Those are our strategies. So, and also the users, those who will be using, who have access to the app itself. So, and also mode of strategy also will be part of our security aspect, whereby it will be secure for the user, and also for the user, and also the customers. The user is also the customers, and also the developer itself. So it will be moderate for us to use. Let me just pick my point short. So also moving down to the features. So we have a lot of features we can put in place to make that to make the purpose work effectively. First and foremost, we'll have a login details for app. So whereby they will be registered in one way or the other. They will have a mode of payment whereby, okay, in one aspect, there will be a list of some payments. So how did they want to
pay in maybe from the lowest amount. There will be a specified amount, and also there will be a tract whereby you can pay in anything you wish to pay. So, and also the medium of payment. So we'll make this effective and make it flexible for those who will be paying. So we'll take it to the lowest level whereby even a click, just a click, will make you it's made it easy for you to pay in. So to the extent that there will be a currency conversion in our features, whereby in from any part of the country you will be able to pay in either naira, either dollars, to the extent it will be easier for you to contribute in this app. And also in these features will also be attached to it the feedback strategy. So the feedback strategy is whereby you'll be able to get an instant feedback, an instant reply, whereby you need to ask anything, you need to get through the steps for you to get some things done. So these are part of the in short, I don't want to take much of our time. These are the feedback strategies, also part of the features, and also the statement of objective of the app. So it will be stated in that app why and reason why this purpose is being created. So for people to understand and to know where our focus, our vision is, and our mission is. So that is the statement of the objective of the app.
Please kindly round up. You have spent over the time.
Down to the I'm very sorry, let me move down to the marketing aspect. So there are a lot of points, so but I think making our email marketing will be first and foremost what will be needed, and also an online advertisement using a Google ad or some other platform ads. So, and also there'll be, and also it will also let me round up my point. So from the marketing aspect, though from one of the points where we have the MVP, so we didn't get will be it will be fine for the organizers to help us elaborate on the MVP, because we didn't get a lot on the most valuable product. So we'll still need maybe the PDF or those that point, so for us to get through that point. So thank you very much.
Well, yeah. Thank you for that feedback. It is well noted and we will address it. All right, so group 4 representative, that would be Abdulaziz. I will unmute you now so that you can have your brief presentation. Okay.
Okay.
Please, you have just 5 minutes to.
Okay, so my name is Abdulaziz. I'm representing for Group 4. So straight to the discourse. Our vision is to raise funds for the app and to create financial stability through the app. Also to create a credible donation app. And then our strategy, which is to make a market research to know our target audience. It can be through questionnaires. Then the MVP, that is the minimum viable listing for the app, is that number 1, registration for both sponsors and beneficiaries. They should be able to register using username, their state of origin, and if they are coming from diaspora, like countries like national outside Nigeria, and also validate them to be sure that they are the initial registered, they are registered already on the app. And also for the beneficiaries, a 30-second video stating why they need the money, if it's baby money or materialistic donations, and also account number. Account number, why is that needed for the beneficiaries? So that we can deduct from them maybe monthly, depending on what they state on the app, and also for the beneficiaries, so that we can send the money to them when they need it. And also credibility, to trust them, that is for the beneficiary is like a guarantor to indicate that this person is not just any random person that just wants to come and take money or so. So what are the features that we need from them? So the basic features is that the both of them should be registered on the app. Individual sponsors, like if you want to sponsor for the beneficiaries, is it an individual that is sponsoring, or is it coming from a group or an organization? Is it a company that is sponsoring? So these are features that will be on the app. Also, is stating the amount that you want to donate. Is it specific amount? Is it monthly, weekly, or is it going to be quarterly, or yearly? State you're going to state it there, and it will be like a reminder too. Like if it is monthly, there'll be a reminder sent to such people their emails that okay, this to remind you of your initial donation app that you want to donate to, so they will be notified, and automatic deduction from their accounts. It will be the automatic deduction like it has been stated earlier under the MVP. At the end of the month, certain amount will be deducted from their account number. Then also is for the future features. Yes, future features here now. There will be a section for each state in Nigeria where we have people that represent us across the 30 states. There will be representative from each state, and also across diaspora to people who represent us from there too. So this one is just like a future features. And also for ads, there should be something that will give our donors, like something they will take back in return, not just donating. So we want to also promote them. If they have businesses, we would like to promote their business on our app. It can be through ads, it can be through any of those ads, maybe Facebook ads, Instagram ads. That when people come on our app, they will just see it like in 30 seconds, in 1 minute, to just promote their businesses. So as for the marketing and launch strategy, so the strategies that we want to put in place, want to employ, is number one is to collate our amazing personalities, those personalities that really feel are buoyant enough, that are financially buoyant to donate, and we'll do submission of proposals to them. We'll have a well-detailed proposal of our app, and also we will have to be trusted. That's our credibility. You will not just see us as any random person that want to come and get their money and leave away or fly off. So for us to be credible, we have to show them instance of what we have done so far and how we have been relevant, how we have been of use to people. We give them pictures of future event that we have done, past event that we have done, and also tender the act of a thing that okay, when you register on our app as a donor, this is what we are going to give you back. After a long while, we'll be publicizing your products or your business, and this gives them like okay, this fine, and they are going to rest assured, and this gives them credibility enough. So this is just a rough sketch of what we discussed so far. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for that, Abdulaziz. So since all the groups have presented, we have gotten your responses, and in our next class, we will review all the presentations from each of the groups, and then we'll have a conclusion about it. All right, so thank you for your contributions and your time. So I would like Taufik to take over now. Thank you very much. Taufik.
Yes, thank you very much, Abdullah. Thank you for such a wonderful session. It was a very insightful one, and I've really learned a lot from the presentation by the participants too. That shows that the future is bright. So, on this note, I want to round up or formally close the class for today. Just like Abdullah have said, I think there is another group that there's a group chat for each of the rooms that was created earlier. Is there, Abdullah?
Yes. So on the
Yes.
let me quickly address that. Sorry, I forgot. So on the Payvantage academic community that we created for this training, so I have created 3 groups for each of the groups that are presented in this session. So you can kindly join any of the 3 groups that you belong to. So you should probably give us a form of presentation, maybe a PowerPoint slide to give the answers that you have just presented now, so that we can review and have a conclusion about it in our next class.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. So on this note, can we all recite Surat Al-Asr to round up this session? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal asr innal insana lafi khusr illa allazina amanu wa amilus solihat tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.